Hi everyone, welcome to Political Playtime with John.
Yo.
And my name is Lou. And now we have Birdie, our bird, so in case he starts chirping, you'll know who that is. So today we're going to briefly talk about Jim Jordan for Speaker.
Yeah, he wanted to be ringmaster, but I don't think that's going to happen.
How that turned out. You know, it just amazes me. So he's out of the running, but Republicans that didn't support him, didn't vote for him, got death threats.
Isn't that special?
And you know, that's the MAGAs. The MAGAs, right?
The MAGAs, yeah.
Not necessarily that they love Jim Jordan, but Donald Trump endorsed Jim Jordan, so you better vote for him or you're going to get death threats. Is this reasonable?
It's very reasonable.
Is this reasonable?
For a banana republic, it's perfectly reasonable. That's what this country's turning into.
So this is what happened. What do you have, 3 votes? Okay, so the first one he had 20 Republicans vote against him. They voted for somebody else or other. The second time, 22 Republicans voted against him. The third time, 25 Republicans voted against him. So the trend wasn't trending well, right?
No.
So then a secret ballot they had. This is where courage comes in.
Yeah, nobody knows who voted
When
what.
it's a secret ballot, that's when people become courageous. So 122 Republicans voted to remove him as a candidate for Speaker. 86 voted to keep him.
Yeah. Believe that shit?
I wouldn't be surprised of the 122 that voted to get rid of him. Some of those were like, oh, I support Jim Jordan. Oh, now I can vote. Now I will know how I voted. Yeah, no, get rid of him.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing that could have happened for the Republican Party, is having someone like him. You know, we talk about things don't get done, things don't get done. This is a guy that's not going to want to work with the other side.
And this shit, the House, I mean, it's a laughing stock of the world, because the whole world's laughing at these people. Even the dictatorships are laughing.
Look at Republicans in the House saying,
jeez,
this is a joke here. We're a joke.
Yeah, they are a joke.
We're showing our constituents we can't get shit done here.
We're showing our constituents that we don't give a rat's ass about them, so we don't have to work for them. We're too
This
busy
is that
playing
MAGA
circus.
And plus, imagine if he was selected as Speaker of the House, him or any other that is an election denier. Because remember, folks, elections are always rigged unless your guy wins.
Exactly.
Every football game you watch is rigged unless your team wins. Every basketball game is rigged unless your team wins. That just makes sense. Right? That just makes sense.
Yeah,
if your guy doesn't win, it's rigged. And of course, what these people are going to do in the future is, even if they win, oh yeah, I won, but I won by more.
Yeah.
They tried to take it from me. They tried, but I still won because I won by even more. This is a nutso world we're in, man. I swear to God, this is just insane. Think of it. Republicans in the House of Representatives that did not vote for Jordan getting death threats.
Yeah. That's sad.
And you know what? Think about this. Donald Trump has now said this several times. I'm willing to go to jail. I'm willing to go to jail. Maybe he's telling his MAGA followers, hey, if I'm willing to go to jail, maybe you should do whatever it takes
to get out.
Go to jail, whatever, but fight for my cause, fight for me, right?
Or help
if I'm willing to go to jail,
break him out of jail,
then you should be willing to go to jail too, right?
I'm pretty sure a lot of his followers would have no problem attacking a jail to get him out.
Or ruining their lives over this man.
Yeah.
Ruining their lives over this one guy.
Oh, some already have.
And you know, and what did he say too? The insurrectionists? He'll pardon them.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put together as a puzzle everything he says, he's basically telling people, go out and do shit, because, you know, if I become president, you'll be fine. I'll take care of you.
Being that he's a liar and a half.
And setting an example, right? I'm willing to go to jail for you, for you, so you should be willing to go to jail for me.
Yeah.
It's basically, that is how a lot of people will take it. And it doesn't, I'm not talking, it doesn't have to be millions of people. It could be 2 or 3 or 4.
Which is enough to cause havoc.
And kill people, and harm people.
Like I said, it's enough to cause havoc.
This is dictatorship 101. I think this guy thinks a way of getting back in office is through violence and just being a revolution in the streets of his MAGA people and the skinheads, the Nazis, all of that out there armed, the Proud Boys, all of these militias and stuff going to war in the streets and putting him back in charge. I think he believes that. That's the way to do it.
Which is kind of interesting considering a lot of these far left-wing fringes would like to take away everybody's guns. They're not going to take away their guns. They're going to fight for Trump.
That's a very good point you made. And I know you agree with this, because I think any sensible person would agree with this. Remember we saw the video of the Nazis marching in Florida?
Yeah.
And praising DeSantis.
DeSantis, yeah.
Praising DeSantis. So this is how much these people believe in democracy, right? They're marching as Nazis.
Oh, yeah.
But if they came into power, no one else is marching.
Oh, no.
No one else is protesting.
Unless they're
no one else is doing any of that.
Unless they're protesting in favor of them or against certain groups.
That wouldn't be a protest. That would be support.
Yeah, or protesting against certain groups they haven't taken out yet.
Like Trump wanted to use the military to break up protesters.
Protesters, yeah.
Did he want to use the military to break up those guys walking around with torches going, the Jews will not replace us. The Jews will not replace us. Would he send the military in against them?
No.
And for those that wonder, don't ever wonder, but maybe you should. What are the Nazis in this country? They're Trumpers. The skinheads.
They're all Trumpers.
All these racist, violent groups, they're all Trumpers. You ever wonder about that?
Well,
I don't mean you. I mean, anyone in the audience. Do you ever wonder? The Klan, they're all Trumpers. Why?
Trump, because they think Trump is the one that came out and just united these people. They told them what they want to hear. They all think that he likes them.
Doesn't give a shit about that.
Of course not, but that's what they think.
Remember what Howard Stern said a couple of years back, a few years back? Trump doesn't care about average people. Trump likes to be around people that bring attention to him.
Yeah, exactly.
And Howard Stern has known Trump for many years.
Yeah.
Because he knows. I mean, it's obvious. The guy wants attention all the time. All the time. He doesn't care about average people. He was born wealthy. For you any MAGAs that think, he's a self-made millionaire, billionaire. No, he's not. His dad was wealthy.
Yeah. He gave him a small loan of, what, $1 million?
$1 million or something like that.
Back then, it was a lot of money.
Plus all the schemes and scams he's done.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? There's the deep state and all this. But the MAGAs support this guy because they don't know his history. And they don't want to know. It amazes me when they hear something negative about Donald Trump, they take it personally.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be
talking about their mother or something.
Yeah, we're supposed to be talking about Clown Boy.
About
Jordan, yeah, Jimmy.
Yeah, but Jim's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, he's got nowhere to go.
He's got nowhere to go. I just wanted to make that point of Republicans who didn't vote for him getting death threats. So these are the people that believe in democracy. Either you vote for my guy or you need to die.
Yep.
I guess that's some people's idea of democracy. These people don't want democracy.
Even Mitt Romney, a sitting senator who voted for impeachment, he got death threats.
See, I like Mitt Romney. I don't have to agree with everything he says or does.
Right, exactly.
But he's a reasonable human being.
Yeah.
He's a reasonable person. You can disagree with policies.
Yeah.
But these MAGAs, no, he needed to kill him. Because Mitt Romney even said he gets death threats.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a Republican, conservative Republican, that gets death threats. Because he was the only one to vote to impeach Trump.
The only Republican.
So now you need to die.
Of course.
This is insanity, man. This is insane. It's not that they want death threats to Democrats. No, in their own party. That MAGA group. So you want to tell me there aren't a lot of Republicans that voted against Jim Jordan because they know this is going to be a shit show with this guy as Speaker of the House.
Yep.
A shit show, because Jim Jordan's known for what? Not wearing a jacket, rolling up his sleeves, and attacking. That's it, attacking.
Meanwhile, hasn't put any...
Never sponsored a bill, never
co-sponsored
nothing. Just attacking. Of course, that's the guy you want as Speaker of the House, because what is supposed to happen in the House of Representatives? Both sides need to work together to get shit done. This guy is a no working with the other side guy.
Absolutely no working with the other.
And the other thing, too, which we need to remember, endorsed by Trump, he does something that Trump doesn't like,
Oh, he's out
or
the
he
door.
gets under Trump's skin, Trump's
done.
going to call Matt Gaetz and a little clique of them over to Mar-a-Lago to say, you guys need to get rid of Jim Jordan.
Yeah, and they will.
And they will. They go and they'll take orders from the emperor.
Especially with that rule they got where it only takes one congressman to do a vote to kick out the speaker.
You know, I hate to say it but I think it's what's going to have to happen is the Democrats need to have enough of a majority to select their own Speaker of the House. Because this can go on forever.
Or just...
This can go on with the next guy. Next guy.
What they need to do
guy.
is hire an experienced ringmaster that's not a Republican or a Democrat, hire him a speaker, have him come out with his whip and just whip them all into shape.
Could you imagine Speaker of the House that's neutral? That's about just getting shit done?
Yeah.
Not taking sides.
Not taking
just
sides, not
getting
taking any
done.
shit
Just
either.
running the show.
Yeah.
But also not having the power of threatening these guys. You're not going to be on any committees if
Right.
you don't do what I say and all that. No, come on, that's bullshit too.
No.
We had one congressman, I forget who it was, who was saying, I will not be bullied, which means he was bullied.
Yeah.
To try to get him to vote for Jim Jordan.
Yeah.
He was bullied. And he said, I will not be bullied. This is the
That's one of the
MAGA thing.
guys that voted against him in the secret ballot.
What?
That would be one of the guys that voted against him.
No, he voted. No,
Oh, he did vote
voted
against
again. Yeah, and he said, "I will not be bullied."
Which one was that?
I don't remember the guy's name now. That sucks, but because you told me a Republican or a Democrat or whatever shouldn't say, "Okay, I know this is a nominee for our party for Speaker of the House, but I do not agree with that person. I won't support that person."
Right.
That should be okay, right?
Yeah.
No, you need to die.
It used to be
We're going to
okay.
threaten your children, your spouse. Yeah.
We're going to take out 3 generations of your family.
What is going on in this world, man? What is going on in this world? These people are in government.
That's
They're there.
the scary part.
They win elections. They win re-election.
And they have support.
It amazes me.
The sad part, they got support.
These people talk about the Constitution where Trump wanted to brush the Constitution aside to be
Brought back in.
reinstated as
Yeah,
president.
reinstated.
Forget the Constitution to get me reinstated. And then they're all for the Constitution, like Ted Cruz. Isn't he a constitutional lawyer?
I think he is. I'm not sure. I know Obama was.
They sell their souls. And you know, again, like I said, a secret ballot, now courage comes out.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it?
Courage. Because it's a secret ballot.
Yeah.
God, man. You know, and didn't Mitt Romney also say that as long as he's been in the Senate, he never had a Republican come up to him and say, "Oh, Donald Trump is awesome. Oh, I love
Yeah,
him."
no Senate
No
Republican,
one.
yeah.
They're just riding whatever wave there is.
Yeah.
If Donald Trump dies,
Oh, no, then that's
then
it.
you know how many Republicans are going to go, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, now they
Thank
can
God.
talk against him and shit like that, but
And then it's going to be the next one that wants to be the big mouth.
yeah.
But I don't think a lot of them have it in them to do what he's done.
They don't have, well, Trump has this,
Well, he's a narcissist for one.
that's where a real narcissist knows how to deal with it, how to fish people in.
And there are no limitations to what they can do.
Exactly.
They're capable of anything.
Exactly.
Because the goal is, I need to be on top, it needs to be about me, regardless of the consequences. Like I said, we said this before.
He's never really had to face consequences.
We're not the first ones to say this. Many people have said this. Trump is about if he can't have it, he wants to destroy it.
Yeah.
If I can't have it, no one can. I want to destroy it. Guy went after the press, FBI, CIA, every government agency, Congress, the courts. If it were up to him, you do away with all of that, and it's just him.
Well, he's got to have his cronies in the White House running things.
And to get back to Jim Jordan, and Jim Jordan would be one of the guys supporting that. He would be one of the guys supporting it all being Donald Trump.
You think?
Because what happens with these people too is they get rewarded, right? In dictatorships,
Oh, yeah.
They get rewarded.
They get all kinds. Well, didn't he give Jim Jordan the Medal of Freedom?
yeah.
What
freaking
the
kidding
fuck
me?
for? What has he done to deserve it?
To have him under his wing, under his control. Donald Trump wanted loyalty oaths. He wanted everybody to be loyal to him.
That was right off the bat.
He's not loyal to others.
No.
Right? Jeff Sessions,
That was right.
Sean Spicer,
Yep.
all the generals that he said were the best people, and now they can talk, right? They're not there anymore.
Yo, don't forget, he knew more than the generals.
About ISIS.
Yeah, well, I think just about everything.
Are you kidding me? They had ISIS all over the buildings in New York. He had to deal with them. You know how built he is and the QAnon things. He went and kicked ISIS's ass out of his buildings in New York. So he knows more about the generals, of course. He had to fight with them mano a mano to get him out of his buildings.
Even with bone spurs.
And bone spurs, yeah. He couldn't go to Vietnam because he had bone spurs.
Which you can't remember which foot he had the bone spurs.
Yeah, he can play golf and everything at his age. But what did he say about those that went to Vietnam? They were suckers. And then you have veterans supporting that. Nothing makes sense with this person because when people are brainwashed, nothing needs to make sense anymore. It just doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense with the supporters either.
It doesn't make sense that the evangelical Christians support this person. It doesn't make sense. And people can say, oh, the conservative judges. Okay, we already had this conversation,
guys. A bunch of conservative judges has voted against his ass.
We already had this conversation.
Ruled against his ass.
Right, and he is upset about that because Donald Trump, it's transactional, right? So I nominated you to be a federal judge. So if anything comes before you that involves me, you owe me.
Yeah.
That's how he sees it. He doesn't see branches of government. He sees him as everything. But again, you know, we can go back to Jim Jordan, but Jim Jordan is a guy that would support him on anything. If Donald Trump said we're going to rip up the Constitution, we're going to burn it, and I'm going to do whatever I want.
Jordan would go,
Jim
I got
Jordan
the match.
would say, no, that's going too far. No, he would support it.
He'd bring out the book of matches and just go.
And so would Ted Cruz.
Oh,
so many.
Yeah.
Because if there was a Trump dictatorship, guess where they would be?
Oh, yeah.
In positions of power.
Yeah.
And not just power like you have a position, and wealth.
And then you got
get money going your way, too.
You got all these generals with the that played up to Trump with the medals up the ass.
Oh, yeah, even on their backs.
Like in
Africa.
In that Three Stooges movie where they played, where Mo played Hitler and what's his name?
Played Rommel, wasn't it?
No.
Mussolini?
No, that was the Great Dictator. That was a good
Chaplin.
movie. Yeah, Chaplin. No, but Curly, he had medals all over the damn. I think he was playing Goebbels.
They're making fun of
him.
Dictatorship.
Yeah, so he's got medals on his medals all over the damn place.
He looked at these countries in Africa. The general standing there with a bunch of guys coated in medals from all those wars they were in.
Yeah.
But, you know, and someone considered, oh, you guys are crazy talking like that. That's just stupid. Read history books on every single dictatorship that's ever existed.
History. Well, there's a few dictatorships where the military didn't get all loaded down with medals.
I'm not talking about the military. I'm talking about having cronies that get rewarded.
Oh, big time.
They live well because you have to buy these people, right?
You have to own them somehow.
You have to own them, and they'll do anything because of their position, their status, and the wealth they're accumulating. That's in the history of every dictatorship, even in very dirt poor countries.
But don't forget, a lot of people,
dirt poor countries that happen.
Quite a lot of people in this country don't know history, don't want to look up history. They just don't care.
And then you have those that are for Jim Jordan or Trump or whatever, that neither one of them are ever wrong about anything.
Right.
And then you have those that support them that say, I don't care if they're wrong. I don't care if whatever they do, I'm supporting them no matter what they do.
Yeah.
No matter what. That's what makes a country great, right? Makes a country great again, as they say.
Yeah,
that's what makes a country a banana republic.
And that's where we're headed. I mean,
don't care about the country, I care about my position here. So if I have to kiss this person's ass, but it'll benefit me, the hell with the country, the hell with the Constitution, the hell with any of it.
There's people like that on both sides.
Of course there are. Well, I think, I don't...
More on the Republican side, yeah, but...
A lot more, because even, I think most Republicans in government would say, no, I'm not doing that, no. But it's that minority, especially the more incompetent ones. You know, the Marjorie Taylors, the Boeberts, the more incompetent ones. And then there are those that are competent that are like,
they have no voice. But they have no voice.
Unfortunately, what happens to a lot of them is I'm announcing that I'm not running for re-election. And they're getting out.
Yeah, because they know they'd lose the primary.
Or they just don't want to deal with it anymore. Because you know what? You vote the wrong way, death threats. You criticize Trump, death threats. I mean, a lot of these people don't want to live like that.
No.
It gets to the point it's not worth it. It's too dangerous. It's not worth it.
And a lot of these death threats, they can find out who did it.
Yeah, but these
They
people
do it
don't-
social media, they do
These people, you know what? I'm doing it for the country.
death threats
You're
for
doing
the
it for
country. Yeah,
Trump,
okay.
man. You're doing it for Trump. 'Cause Trump
Even the bird agrees.
yeah. What is yeah, Birdie from, he's in prison himself, actually.
Well, yeah, yeah,
But he's got a nice prison cell.
yeah.
But this is, I don't know, I don't see, you know, maybe after we're dead, this is worn off, but
Well, if,
I don't know, man.
yeah, after we get to World War III, because right now it's not looking very,
When the roaches start
very
running
nice.
everything.
Yeah, when the roaches take over.
When the roaches run everything. I mean, just think about where we are, and it's just, you know what's sickening to me is like it's not even that much of a big deal anymore. Members of the Republican Party getting death threats from
Other
citizens
Republicans,
that consider themselves Republicans because you didn't vote the way I wanted you to, so you're going to get death threats for you and your family. Isn't that's just crazy, man.
It is, it's nuts.
I mean, death threats, whatever, are wrong no matter what, but if they're death threats to the other side, right? No, even in their own caucus.
Yeah. Even to their own people.
Because they're no longer Republicans.
Imagine-
They're Trumpers.
Just imagine if Trump wins the election.
This is going to be a cluster, you know what? A cluster.
If he wins the election, all his cronies, all his lovers are going to start even more coming out of the woodwork. Imagine the havoc they're going to wreak if he tells them to.
Not only that, you're going to have those in government that have criticized him or say they don't
they're
support
done.
him. If he wins, guess what they're going to do? They're going to flip.
Yeah.
McCarthy did it.
Well, a lot of them will flip.
He said Trump was responsible for January 6th, remember? And then he went to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring.
Of course. So did, what's his name?
They'll all do it. Not all. Some will
McCarthy.
just say, no, I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
not doing this. Yeah. But those that are openly want to stay in government and will criticize him openly, Donald Trump would be 100% focused on replacing them.
You got to give at least the Republicans and the Democrats one thing in common. Well, they got more than one thing in common, but they both love war. You got at least got to give them that.
Because I think that's an American thing.
It is.
It's not it's not a Democrat, Republican thing. It's an American thing.
It is.
We have to show our might. We have to get our way, especially with weaker nations, through might. Force things on them.
The U.S. has basically lost statesmen.
Well, China's doing the same shit. I mean, you know, I just saw a documentary on China, how they claim most of the China Sea is theirs. So, which violates international
No, they've
law
already
and everything.
they lost one case.
So
in
these
court.
other countries basically have no.
They lost
sea.
Yeah, they lost one case in court, and they pulled to Washington. Yeah, who cares?
Oh, the big countries always do that.
They don't
They're like,
care.
yeah, whatever. All right, folks, well, we're going to get going. Let's see how this turns out now. I saw there were, 10 of them that were thinking of running. 8 out of the 10 were election deniers. So we're still in the frickin' toilet bowl. Remember, elections are rigged unless your guy wins.
Exactly.
Remember, because that makes sense. Only reasonable result of an election is my guy wins. Other than that, then we have to have death threats and try to blow each other up unless my guy.
You know, they're going to have
Makes
to.
sense.
They're going to have to rename this country like the movie of the Three Stooges did. They're going to have to rename this country Moronica.
Moronica. Yeah.
Because things, it's just too many morons running the show.
All right, well, from John and Lou, we'll talk to you again soon, and let's see how the Speaker of the House thing plays out. This is going to be interesting. We'll keep track. Give us a like, please. We appreciate the support, and subscribe. And I'm sure there are times we do say things you like. Can't please
Well, maybe
everybody.
occasionally, who knows?
We can't please everybody. All right, take care, everybody.